Hello and welcome to Bandit's Garage. I'm Alexandra, your Bandit girl for the day. In this video, we are going to look at your new Bandit shocks. To some, understanding shocks and how to adjust them can be confusing. So let's look at what we have and see if we can shed some light on this mystery. First, let's talk about preload and what it is. Preload is how much spring pressure you have on the shock and how it holds up the vehicle. Very important. Most aftermarket shocks are shipped with zero or very little preload. You need to set up the preload for your loaded weight and riding style. This is very important to how well your shocks will perform. This adjustment is referred to as sag. Sag is how much shock shaft you have inside the shock when the UTV is at rest. As a general rule, you should have 20% down travel of the shock and 80% up travel. This 20% down travel will allow your shock to fall into holes, ultimately providing you with a better ride. You can adjust this number up or down depending on the terrain or riding style that you do. If you crank the preload up to get the most ground clearance, then don't expect to have the best ride though. If you run your preload with too little spring pressure, you could bottom out very easily, even on small bumps. Under both circumstances, you could damage the shock and other suspension components. We're also going to adjust the preload. We previously measured the spring and it was a 13-inch spring. So now what we're going to do is we're going to measure the spring and see what it's currently set at. And we have it set, we're measuring from here to the bottom. So it's currently set at 12.5 inches. Okay? So now this is the way to adjust the preload. We grab our Allen wrench. We're going to put it inside the screw here, the set screw that is. And we're going to loosen it so that we can turn the shock, the spring. Okay, so now we're going to adjust the spring and we're going to turn. Like so. By the way, if you're having difficulties turning it, I will show you a little trick. This comes with this nifty tool right here. You can actually put it inside the holes that you see, and that will help you turn it. But that's only if you're having difficulties. So let's see. I think we're almost done here, and then we'll check the measurement again. All right, I think that might be enough. Let's measure it out and see what it gives us. So from the top of the spring here to the bottom edge of it, we have, oops. There we are. We are at 12 inches. So we have 1 inch of preload set right now. And it's as easy as that. Now let's talk about compression adjustment, understanding that we have already set up the proper preload for the shocks. Compression adjustment controls how fast or how slowly the shock is allowed to get pushed up into the shock body as you hit bumps. This adjustment, it will be different based on how fast you ride and the type of terrain that you were on. If you're on slow trails, you can get away with backing your compression down. But as you start to go faster and hit bigger bumps, your shocks can start to bottom out and you will need to increase your compression. This is because your shocks are allowed to move too fast against the force of the bumps and spring rate. I will show you how to adjust the compression. Pay close attention. So we have this screw here. We're going to put the screwdriver in the slot, and we're going to turn counterclockwise until we feel a slight resistance. Once we're done doing that, Now we can adjust it to 4. So now I'm putting the screwdriver in and I will turn clockwise 4 times, 4 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there you have it. Now we have our compression adjusted to 4, and once we get out on the trail and ride, we'll do any more necessary adjustments. We here at Bandit also highly recommend the use of limiting straps, not only to protect your shocks, but the other components as well. We really hope this video gave you some good information. Please leave us feedback about this and other videos that you would like to see us do. Also, please click like if you like this video. And as always, ride safely and look out for others. Signing off, your Bandit girl for the day, Alexandra.